Okay, question 9, we've got a question about radioactivity. And we've got alpha, beta and gamma are 3 types of radioactive emissions. Which statement describes all? So the first part is we're being asked to choose between are they ionising or neutral? Well, we know that they're ionising, so garbage, garbage. And the next part is are they stable or unstable? And we need to know that. So we've learned RSDUN. Radioactivity is the random and spontaneous decay of unstable nuclei. So we know that we need B. We want they're ionising from unstable nuclei. Okay, fluorine 19 is a stable element of fluorine. The element fluorine also has some radioactive isotopes. So we could imagine if that's the stable one, then if I start squeezing more nucleons in like this, these are more likely to be radioactive isotopes. And then the bottom number, as we know, sorry, not bottom number, the smaller number, the atomic number, will be the same. So state one similarity and one difference between isotopes. So the similarity, they've got the same number of protons, or they've got the same atomic number. Done, that's the same. And they've got a different number of neutrons or a different mass number. That's different. There we go, nice easy question. Okay, we've got a Geiger tube connected to a counter. We've got all of this set up and it says it's switched on and after 1 minute it shows 268. Okay, next part. It then says the aluminium sheet is taken away. Out that goes, that's no longer there. The count is set to 0 and a new count is taken for 1 minute. Explain why the new count is greater than 268. That's a bit of a daft question, isn't it? Because what it's saying is, if I take that away, will it go? Well, yeah, beta can now get through where it couldn't before. Now, it's likely that alpha still can't get through because that's quite a big gap, because we know alpha can go 1 to 2 centimeters. Beta can go, let's go around a meter, and gamma can go 100 plus meters. But the crucial part is, taking aluminium out of the way now, the number's going to go up because beta can get to that gamma tube. So there's no aluminium to absorb or block the beta particles, and it's getting you to understand it's beta that we're interested in with the aluminium sheets. So more beta particles will reach the gamma tube. So that's it. The answers are aluminium will absorb beta, so there is going to be more beta reaching the detector. The beta source is then also taken away and it's set to 0. Give a reason why there will still be a reading. And we know there's radiation around us all the time, and this is called background radiation. So background radiation is in the environment all the time. Can't get rid of it. What's the SI unit for activity? Is becquerels. Just make sure you learn that there, back of becquerels. And then the last one is exposing people to radioactive sources can be dangerous. Describe the dangers and what can be done to protect hospital staff. So the first part is, I'm trying to teach you every time, the dangers are radiation is ionizing. It can damage DNA. This can lead to cancer. And then the next thing is, and what are all the ways we can protect ourselves? And try to think of myself when I demoed the sources to you. What did I do to keep myself safe? So first part, radioactive sources are ionizing. They damage DNA and that can lead to cancer. There's 2 marks in that alone. Then how do we keep themselves safe? Well, use forceps tongs to carry the sources. Use lead containers or shielding to store or carry the sources. So hopefully you remember we had those little boxes that were lead lined. Stay a safe distance from the sources. You'll remember on the one, I made sure it was well away from me at all times, and I never pointed the sources towards me. Wear appropriate PPE, so that could be gloves, all right. Wear a radiation bag to check your dose. So these are little badges and they will change colour if you have too much radiation. And use the sources for a short period of time only. And I could even put in there, put the source away when you're finished with it. Don't leave it out on the surface. So there's all those sort of answers. And the mark scheme itself has even more than this in terms of some sensible answers. But I just tried to pick the most obvious ones. There you go.